Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany and it has been a hot minute. You would think that with being home, I would have a little bit more time on my hands to crank out some videos like everyone else has been, but it just hasn't been something I've been able to do. Most particularly because I just haven't found much inspiration within myself to share with you guys. I am inspired by others with all their, amazing videos that they have, and just, I don't know how to explain it, but I kind of just took a break, I guess you could say. So I'm back, at least for this video. I'll be back again. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm leaving or anything like that. It's just been difficult, and I think it's just what's the combination of what's going on in society and around the world and all that. But I am jumping on because I thought I would say hi and kind of force myself back into creating on YouTube and start off simple. Today, I really want to talk about just some of the things I've been enjoying off camera and just what I like. Some of them are new, some of them are old. Let's just get started. Here off to the side, you can see these are some of, well, pretty much the main notebooks I've been looking at every few days, if not every day. The first one, of course, is my A6. Love this. I've been changing out of covers, and actually I just changed back into this cover because I was in my Sakura Velvet Matte VDS. The rings are too small, so I had to get bigger rings. And it's kind of funny because it's like, why do you need, what are you doing? I guess it's just I'm playing in my planner more now that I have more time and just enjoying that, and I just need more space. So some of the things I've really been enjoying is this acetate and creating dashboards. So I have quite a few dashboards in my shop that are new, and I've just been really into that. I've actually been taking some classes trying to improve my skills with that and with Illustrator. So if you're interested in dashboards in your planners, check out my shop. I will try to list almost everything I talk about in this video in the description box below. I don't want this video to be too long. I promise I really don't want it to be really long, so I'm just gonna keep jumping. Some of the other things I've been enjoying are the pockets, and I purchased some from Amazon. I will link those below too. But then I also decided to make task cards, and I sell these in my shop. I really like the idea of task cards and being able to kind of display and really think about what is important for certain pieces of your planner. So those are fun. I'm also creating some like new sticker designs, which is normal for me, but yeah, I still love my inserts from Peanuts Planner Co. Literally, I have not jumped out of these. I still love them. I can't seem to get away. So these are part of her like freebie designs in her Facebook group. So if you're interested in something very simple, they're free if you join our Facebook group and you just download them. That's pretty much it. I also really love this pen, and I've been loving not only the .05 but also the 03. This is the Clena, and it is, the ones I have are in the black ink, and I love them both because I can write in small spaces and in large spaces with, depending on the size of pen I use. So that has really been something I use every single day. Then here is my A5. I haven't been able to use her every day as I would like to. But when I get some time at the end of the day is usually when I can like do simple sketches. So I haven't really been as detailed in my sketches as I would like to be, but what I do like is using a finer tip, because then I can get that kind of, I can get really nice fine lines and really nice detail, but then also kind of get that messy look to script writing. And it's something I've been enjoying. So this one is the Faber Castell Eco Pigment in the 0.1. I don't know what it is about this. I've seen these on YouTube many times from a lot of artists, and I had to jump on it, so I just got the one that you can buy from Amazon, and I love it. It's kind of funny because sometimes when I write on a certain part of the pen, it doesn't work. But once when I cap it and then uncap it after a while, the ink, I don't know if it's like the ink flows back down or it just needs less air after a while, but it is still working just fine and I love it. So I'm able to do like really small details with it and working on like script writing, things like that. Has anyone finish Tiger King? That was a crazy ride there. Also, I've been jumping back into this fountain pen, and I have black ink in it, and I've also been using it for drawing as well. So you can kind of see here, this is where I use this pen, and I really like using this for drawing because of the flexible nib that I get with it. So it's fun to use it for that. That's why some of my strokes are a lot thicker. But I do have like that pigment ink from, I don't know why I can't think today, but it's my favorite black ink. I will also list it below. So that's really all I've been doing in here when I get a chance. Sometimes I have to go back and fill it in on days that I miss. Next is this one, and I do feel like I need to dedicate a video just to this, but this is my LV, and I am still in the process of kind of setting it up to use for specifically just my shop and for the end of the year taxes. My husband's the one who does the taxes in the family, and he always complains to me how I'm not organized when it comes to like my shop stuff. So that's why I didn't need this kind of binder, but it was so beautiful that I wanted to use this when it comes to all of my shop things. This is just the cover, so I did buy a A5 binder. It was a clear binder, and I put it in here. It's only a little bit stuffed because I have to wiggle it around a little bit every once in a while. I did buy these rings separately on Amazon, and then I just cut like the binder portion. It was about roughly $8 for the rings, and I like it. I mean, it's kind of like you're making your own binder other than getting all like the papers and the inserts and things like that. So I have one of these thick acetate clear sheets and some of my new dashboards, some of the pockets that I mentioned earlier, and then even my task cards, things like that. I also got my very first cloth and paper sub, and I don't know where I was because I would always be buying from Cloth and Paper, but I never subbed to them, and their sub was awesome. So just thought I'd throw that out there. So that's what this is for. One of these days when I feel like it's ready, I may do an entire video just on this guy. So one of the things I've been eyeing for over a year is Ackerman fountain pen bottle ink, and I think I'm saying it right. I hope I am. I finally jumped on it because you know how sometimes you think about something and then you forget about it? Well, it came up again at the beginning of the year. I think it was January, February, and I finally jumped on it and I ordered it. And they are a company out of the Netherlands, I believe, and they come with these beautiful bottles. These bottles, I wish they were sold in more fountain pen online shops in the US, but they're not. These bottles are so nice. They are made of glass. And the cool thing about it, it's going to be hard for me to show you, but the neck is long so that it's easier for you to fill your pen. And the mechanism they have is, I want to say old school, because they have a glass ball, which is like this piece here in the picture. And when you tilt the bottle, probably I would say 90 degrees, you start to fill this top portion of the neck of the bottle. Then when you put it back down to the surface, the ball here actually plugs the hole, and then you have ink that just sits up here, and then you take your top off, you can easily refill your pen, and then you're good to go. Now, to get the ink back down to where the rest of the ink sits, you just have to tilt it ever so slightly, and then the ink will fall back down to the bottom. And that's just because the ball kind of tilts up to allow space for the ink to flow down. And I think this is just, it's so beautiful. They are hard to find in shops in the US, like online shops. So I did buy directly from them, which I find has the best option to buy from them. You do have to pay, you don't have to pay VAT, but you do have to pay the charges for shipping overseas to the United States. And yeah, but this is the violet. It's a super dark purple, almost like a brown tinted purple. And I currently have it in this new pen from Christoph. This is the extra large model 46. It is the solid ice, and I completely forgot about this one not having the clip. I do prefer pens that have clips. I don't know why. I guess it's just because I worry that it's just gonna roll off. This is my very first fountain pen that has a SIG nib, so it's really sharp edges. Let me get a close up. So this one has like a very squared off tipping. I say it's more like a sharp feeling, or the nib is kind of sharp on the tip. But it is definitely a nice writer, as is all Christoph fountain pens. Now, I also want to talk about something else I bought from PW Ackerman online. They also offered what they call the pen wiper. And I really didn't understand what that meant, besides the fact that it was like, I knew it was a piece of cloth, or I had an idea that it was a piece of cloth. But when I got this, I was like, what is this? So this is the pen wiper. I think it's made out of wool. The nice thing about it is that after you fill your pen and you have all that ink on the nib and everything, and around the neck, or the around the nib of your fountain pen, you want to use this to wipe it, or at least that's how I'm using it. And this literally dries almost instantly, unless you have like a lot of ink in one section. I try not to put any ink on the front part, so I just always open it up here and then just wipe around my pen. And this thing feels so nice and soft, and I just love how the ink dries like almost instantly. So when you go in and wipe your pen again, you're not like re-wiping and adding more ink to your pen. So love this thing. Maybe the next time that I order from them, I might get another one. The other thing that I've been using lately are these three fountain pens. and this is my Pelikan, and I still have that purple ink in it that has the glitter. I love that ink in this pen. I don't know why, it's just like the perfect combination, so I just keep it in there. And then I have my Sailor, which I kind of busted out recently. It had already been inked, and then I was like, oh, I kind of want to write with a really wide, fun nib. This one has a zoom nib. I've talked about it before on my channel. If you have any questions, please put them in the description and I will answer them the best I can. But I really love this. It's pretty dirty. I need to clean it out and re-ink it because I think it's out of ink. And then my LeCoule, which is also a Sailor pen. I did buy this from Jet Pens, but they do also have them on Amazon. These are about $30 pens, and they write wonderful. It's a Sailor pen. Sailor pens write wonderful. It was crazy because I used this all the time last year and I haven't used it since. So I took it out and started writing with it again, and I completely fell in love with how smooth it writes. All over again, all over again. I don't even know how I forgot about that. Last but not least is this thing. So this is a selfie stick. I don't think I've ever talked about this on my channel. I've talked about it on my Instagram. I use this every day still. I use it to take photos of my artwork and for my shop. I use it for Instagram stories. I don't do like a lot of vlogs or anything, but if I were, this is what I would use. I really like it because this rotates. It also extends, and then it goes forward like this. It doesn't go back too far, just there. But you can also tighten this or loosen it so that you have the ability to go forward and backward if you need to while you're filming for whatever reason. And then the cool thing is that it has a stand, which is the feature I like the most. So these come out, and then you just pull this out. And this is about how long it is. I almost rarely ever use it at its fullest length, but it's great for when you're just trying to do Insta stories and you're trying to do face down, like writing Insta stories. So it will just sit like this. And I have found that when this is fully extended and you have it sitting, and then you have this also where it's tilted down, that it does tend to lean forward because of the weight of my phone. So what I do is just put something here so it won't fall forward. But other than that, there are like these grips underneath that are like, I guess, rubber, that really kind of hold on. They don't suction on, but they do hold on to the surface that this is sitting. And yeah, it's just like a neat little gadget. I'm pretty sure there are quite a few of you probably already have seen this if you've been on Amazon, but I just thought I'd share. Oh, and then also it is a Bluetooth control. So you can pull this out like this. And then if you want to stand this up and have your phone facing you and you want to take a picture, you can do that. And you just connect it with your phone via Bluetooth. I don't really use this that often because, again, I really just use it for Insta stories and taking pictures of my products, but I need to get close, and this just kind of helps me keep my phone steady. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Just some of the things I've really been enjoying while I've been just MIA. And yeah, I mean, I I think I've just been at a loss for ideas, and I've been kind of just overwhelmed with what's going on. I do hope that you guys are trying to stay healthy and practice your social distancing. Yes, I will be back soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after I post. I do have something coming, and I think I'm gonna do an unboxing. But I hope you guys are staying safe, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!